Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Welcome back to building the coolest house in the history of Minecraft. So today, what I want to do is finish up these walls. I've got some cool ideas for this, man. So we're gonna put a big old window here. I need to get some glass panes so I can window up here. Fill up the walls here, all that stuff. What's gonna be cool is this area right here, man. We're gonna put kind of a balcony area, leave this open to where it like mixes with the tree in a really cool way. We might put a window here, but we're certainly going to put a wall, and then we're going to finish off by building the tower and lay the rest of the roof if I have enough brick. Okay, here's the plan. While the rest of that glass cooks, we're going to go up here and we're going to build the walls. So honestly, not much is going to change from the other walls. I'm just going to do what I did on those. Now here though, here I want to make this look a little bit different. I haven't exactly figured out exactly how I want to design it. Do. If I did this. Ooh. Ooh no. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. If I've got spruce logs here, I'm gonna I think actually for the rest of the roof, like bring the spruce logs across here. Even if you can't see it on the outside, I'm gonna strip these. I've got a better plan. We're gonna copy this one. So if this has wool, we're gonna put the wall glass panes back there, kind of like we did here. See? Ta-da! I don't know, maybe I'll get rid of the glass panes and keep those. Oh, it's so many choices. See, this is what I'm talking about. I think I'm going to have to change and put some, probably a spruce log there, so that doesn't look so awkward. But this is what I'm talking about. Something like this. And I'm definitely gonna fill in here. But it's coming together. It's coming together. I like it. It's coming together. It's coming together. I like it. I'm gonna have to widen the window. I see. Or I could keep it different. That could be cool. Look at this. Doesn't this look cool? I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Like, I love the colors. They work so well together. I am here for spruce. I am here for spruce. I am here for spruce. Okay, so I want to talk about what I was planning for the tower here. I wanted to build a little arched bridge. So what I'm doing right now is working on the doorway from the second story to that arch. So this little bridge here, it's going to be built like this. I'm going to decorate the arch later, but it's going to go straight across to the tower. And that's really all right now. We'll talk about that in a few minutes whenever I get around to actually working on that more. So I put spruce wood on the top levels here to kind of clean this out a bit and give it a little bit of a darker color and really accentuate the shape of it. And I like it. We're going to start thinking about designing this little area that goes with the tree. What I'm thinking about doing is putting a block of wood through each one of those areas, and I'm going to put some maple slabs right up to each of the corners because what I can do with that is then you can have this, you can walk up and then you can look out. It gives you kind of a little balcony lookout platform that's built into the tree. So what we're going to do now, 2, 3, 4, 5, just finish that up. See how it looks like the tree is kind of molding into the base? That's the kind of look I was talking about I wanted. I will. This one part of the wall. Okay, that works. Ooh, what if I did? What if we did fences here? Make it feel like now I'm just blocking it off so nothing can get in. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's talk about the arch for a second. I want the arch to have a different color. Because right now everything is almost just different types of wood. And wood's cool, I like wood, but it's gonna start looking stale, and I want to fix the problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this cobblestone. We'll get a couple other types of stone to give it color. So we're gonna use copper in this too. in this tower too. So we're gonna make this is gonna be part of the industrial part I was talking about later. I'm actually going to fit some copper, at least try to, into this build, which is something I've been thinking about doing, but I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do it yet. So we can figure that out together. Ta-da! It's like a upside down bridge that's way too thick. That looks so much better. I like that. We'll leave that there. Because I'm always doing a lot of things with maple wood, I want to, including the planks here, I want to use spruce to balance out the look. Ta-da! Boom. Oh, this is so cool. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! It's done. Look at this. I love it. It needs a little bit more work, a little bit more detail, a little bit more texture, but the actual shape, it's so cool. Like I love how these flow in together. This has a little bit of its own shape, and then this flows in together, and this room's right here is so unique. I would not have thought of this just organically by putting random things, random shapes and blocks and putting a tree into this. Built such a cool thing. Now, the final decision I have to make is I'm not honestly sure what I want to do with this room, and I haven't decided if I want to break it up into two yet or not. Maybe this would be like a big room for me. Wait, because like I think I can put a room. I can put another room right here, so I can put one room there if I wanted to. Um, that would break it up, and I can break it up or do that. Ooh, what about this? Two, another two, another two, and then one, two, boom. Ta-da! That's cool. So I think I'm gonna put the pillars here. So imagine you walk out of here. Do do do. Easy. What's an easy way to get into this? What if I just don't even have a door? What if I go da 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 do and you just leave it open? Look at this. Now I have three more full rooms. Look at how cool these are shaped. It even almost feels like I'm living in a tree with the different shapes. This is very cool. I really like this. I think first off, I want to make this a little bit taller. The reason for that is I wanted to have a little bit more elevation, so that when you look down here, the roof is a little taller. But so we're going to bring in this like this. La 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 la. It's gonna add another window. It's gonna be right here. I don't know what block I want to use for this yet. Maybe a mix of wood and this stuff? I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I went and did some mining. I've got where is it? A lot of clay. So I'm gonna smelt most of that so that I can finish up the roof. And while I was out mining, I got enough XP to do an enchantment, so I want to enchant this pickaxe, see if we can get... Okay, cool. I wanted better fortune, because we can combine that with this pickaxe. Ooh, nice. And we're gonna get a fortune 3, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3. Now all we need is mending, and we've got our first max pickaxe. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. While we're waiting on the rest of the bricks to smelt, I want to start working on this tower. So for this build, I'm thinking we're going to use a palette that looks a little bit like this. So a wide variety of colors for blocks, with the wood for support beams, and then a wide variety of the rest of these to give a little bit of variety to it. And I might switch maple to being the outside too. I haven't decided yet, but right now, this is what I'm going to keep. So the first story for the tower is going to be this tall. So I'm going to use this to mark it. And then we'll have another story for the tower on it. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is what I'm talking about right here. I need a way to get up there. Okay, we're going to use deep slate bricks for the outside layer of this. The reason I'm doing this is because they're very, very dark. They're darker than normal deep slate. And I want to use these to show the separation between the layers. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to use them down here as well. So for the rest of this, we're just going to fill in with different color blocks like we have right here. So let's try and come up with a nice combination. Actually, I changed my mind. We're going to have a base block, so a base color, and use the rest of these blocks to give accents. So if this is our base color, we're going to do things like scatter in different color blocks. Like let's put some mud here. Yeah. See, something like that. I'm not sure if I like the cobblestone there actually. I feel like it's a little too bright. The tuff might be too light as well. I'm gonna leave it for now, just in case. Maybe I'll like it later. Change of plans. This color palette doesn't fit with the rest of this. Okay. What if I still want it to be mostly stone. What if I add some wood? Planks in here. These are my accents. Like that. Like, does that help balance it out more? Make it look... Now I feel like it just looks weird. Turn the microphone back on. Turn the microphone back. Turn the microphone back on. Well, I wanted to have a slightly different palette for the tower, but I don't think changing it too drastically is going to work, so I'm just going to use this because they look pretty similar, and I think it flows better. I'm definitely going to have to add some details though. I'm not sure where yet, but I definitely will have to. So I think I'm going to just finish building all around this, and then we'll work on the second story. Okay, I think this is much better. Got it all finished. It fits the vibe of the rest of the buildings. I think I'll probably get rid of the deep slate and mud. I'm leaving it just a little bit longer, see if I can actually get used to it. Maybe I'll put some mud and deep slate into like here, like this, or something. Because then then it doesn't look so out of place in the build, and it actually will help with color variety. So let's say we did a bit of that. Put some mud here. Put the cobblestone back. I think that's acceptable. It's a little bit of different color. There's a little bit of shading to it. We might change it up more, but that'll work for now. Now we need to deal with this, because this is not looking good. I think I want to put some logs in it. I'm going to put some spruce logs. Actually, first, I'm going to build this spiral staircase up. Wow, that's weird. I'm not sure this cobblestone is going to work. Hmm. I don't have enough dark oak to pull that off. What if I just got rid of these for now? And I think I'll replace it with spruce. So I think that color, it'll just fit better with everything else that's going on. I have run into a problem. If I place blocks here, it can run down, but as soon as I can't put stairs here to continue up like I normally would. But I can't just wait a layer, let it run, and then walk up this way because I get stuck. Solution is if I can run down here, please, please. Come on. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move this one up. I'm really gonna have to play with this. I think if I just do that, it's a little wompy chod, but I can move to doing that. Ha! It's not as smooth looking as I would like. Oops, but at least it's functional. So I think I'll leave it like this. Ta-da! It's finished. Now I can go all the way down without any issue. Woohoo! Okay, well I'm going to finish up the rest of the walls and up there, and then we'll take a look at it. The tower has been finished. Wow. Okay, that's all right. Um, Definitely gonna want to add some. Okay, the tower has been finished. So I'm definitely gonna add a lot more detail into that because this is really boring right now. Just because there's no changes. It's just the same layer all the way up. But we'll figure that out later. Right now, I want to show you all what I think we're gonna do for the top. First order of business, spread out the edge. That'll help give a dimension and make it a bit wider. So the first order of business is spread this part out because it widens it up a bit and makes the top part a little bit bigger so that there's a little bit more for you to stand on and run around. Alrighty, here's what we're gonna do. We got tons of deep slate. First order of business, boom, 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 and boom. Next order of business, I want some deep slate brick walls. Boom. Next, we're gonna add some spruce pillars. 2, next, add a little bit more detail around the pillars. And finish up the floor. A little awkward, but it works. For the roof, we are going to use a mix of deep slate and bricks. Ta-da! This is the roof. And I left a trapdoor up here, so if I ever fly on here when I get my elytra, I can just jump in. Ha! So that's the roof. This is the finished tower. Oh, mostly finished. I have a couple other things I want to add. Like I definitely need to add some lighting. So we'll do that. I don't have any coal on me. I'll finish that later. Oh, that's way blocky. Okay, well, this is the extent of the build for now. This is way too blocky. When I get around to doing the interior in here, I'm definitely going to play with this and really fix the look. But for now, I like it. I like the colors. I like the style. I think I like the color of the roof. I might just do deep slate. But for now, I'm going to leave it as brick, see if I end up liking it. We're pretty much done for now. I do not have enough brick to finish up this roof. So I'm going to farm that off camera, smelt a lot of it, and we're going to finish this at the beginning of the next episode. I think we'll probably do some of the interior next episode as well. But the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about my first kind of big build. So the first big build is going to be a giant Christmas tree. And we're going to build it all the way over here. So if you've been watching any of the series, you're going to know that this used to be not flat. I've spent the last couple days, probably 3 or 4, an hour session, or hour and a half each day, fill digging dirt out from under here. This is where it used to be. There used to be all the trees here. I cut them all down and I filled in the entire hole. So we have a very flat area. Because what we're going to do is we're going to build our Christmas tree like right about the middle of this area. So it's the middle of the town. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to start looking into building do I have it on there? I don't know, but I'm going to start building kind of an industrial factory district kind of thing. I'm going to build it in a similar style to that, but I'm going to start building it right here. It's going to be this big building, probably a smokestack coming out. But the reason I want to build this is I need a place to store all of my resources and, and connect some farms and build some farms underground with. So I'm going to have a massive auto sorter. I'm also going to have Also going to have some farms down here. I'll probably even extend the auto sorter down here. It'll start up there. There will be an auto smelter as well in here, some other farms, and then those and then the spawners that I found last episode while farming and mining, or the episode before that, whichever one, I'm going to try and see if I can connect those to this. Because the great thing about that is if I'm in the spawner while I'm farming it, all of the resources will be sent up into the auto sorter. So it's going to be a lot of work, and I've never done a lot of redstone. So it's going to be a huge new challenge, but I'm up for it. So that's our big new plan. We've got a huge amount done on the base. We're almost done with it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.